In this episode, we've made our way to Dali in China's Yunnan province, and within minutes we realized that this is not the China you're used to seeing.
I feel like this part of China doesn't even look like China.
We discovered a place where Chinese people are calling it the Santorini of China.
Now I understand why Chinese people don't need to travel to another countries.
And even comparing parts of it to Pamukkale in Turkey. So in this video, we're setting out to find out if this is really China's hidden version of Europe or just another overhyped spot. We'll be taking you with us along one of the most scenic places in the country and discover why people from all over China come here to escape into nature. And of course, try the local food along the way.
I want to say I didn't know we could eat sakura.
So we're starting this episode next to Erhai, which is the kind of like a landmark of Dali, which is the central lake. And the reason why people like coming here is because they want to enjoy that laid-back lakeside lifestyle and rent a scooter, just drive along Erhai and just really embrace the vibe here. So to do that, we have to rent a scooter, and we decided to go with this small dog scooter, Snoopy.
I trust you. So let's go.
First time riding.
Yay. Okay.
Let's go.
Go.
Wow, this is like the best scooter we've ever rented. So cute.
I want to try later too. This is max speed?
It is. It is
is
a max
max?
speed, yeah.
Oh my god, this is slow.
It's gonna be like 2-3 hours until we arrive. So Erhai, there's a left side and right side, and today we want to explore the left coastline. And this is kind of like the center of Dali, and it's what influenced people having this laid-back style. They like coming here by the lake and just do some fishing, sitting by the lake and chatting with their friends, drinking some tea, or like just, doing some morning Tai Chi. And also along this promenade, you'll see on the left side here, there are a lot of these white infrastructures. Almost all the buildings around this area, they are white in color. Dali is home to one of the ethnic minority groups, which is called the Bai tribe. In English, it means the white tribe. So that's why all the infrastructures here also kind of symbolizes their culture. And it has this like white painting and black rooftop. It's like the characteristics of their house.
Okay, my time. Snoopy.
See, the thing of like these scoopies, or in general e-scooters in China, you don't really need a license because they are considered bicycle, you know?
You just need a citizenship. That's it.
So Alina said she want to give it a try. Honestly, I really love...
Balance.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
My
fine.
Uber. Let's
Let's
go!
Woohoo!
I actually really love exploring this city because like where in the world could you ride a scooter like this along the coastline, and then you can see so many really beautiful
You
architecture.
don't hold me.
Huh? Where to hold otherwise?
You hold not my shoulder.
Alternatively, apart from scooter, we also saw a lot of bicycle options that people do, especially because they actually like to put fresh flowers in a basket in front of the bicycle, which makes it very artistic, Okay, so we've just parked down our e-bike, and honestly, just on the experience itself, I think it was so worth the price. In total, we paid 120 yuan, and just the fact that for 2 hours, we just drove along the coastline, enjoying the scenic, absorbing the atmosphere of Dali, I think it was so worth it, the price. Nevertheless, we have arrived in our next stop, which is, this is called the S-Curve stop. What's special about this place is that a lot of people actually intentionally come here, especially if you look from the drone. The coastline along is very curvy here, and along this curvy coastline, there are a lot of really interesting, cute cafes that people check out. How are you?
Very nice. The city is so different compared to another city in China. It feels much more nature. It doesn't even feel like it's a lake. It feels like an ocean because I cannot see the other side.
I feel like it is the kind of place that it preserves its beautiful nature without trying too hard, Some places in China, I know that they build a lot of infrastructure that kind of like disrupt the nature, but here, Erhai is just, the natural beauty. Look at this.
And so many cute cafes, like this one, for example.
Wow, it's a Shiba cafe.
Talking about cafe, I'm really hungry. So we're gonna go eat.
Yes, I think next stop we're gonna go into the ancient city and we're gonna find some traditional food there. If you guys been on social media recently, you know that China is becoming a growing trending destination for many travelers. But one thing that keeps tripping travelers when it comes to China is that they really realize that most search engines like Google or many other apps simply don't work in China. And even if you use a VPN, 9 out of 10 times, the internet is extremely unreliable. So having an eSIM in China when traveling is a must. Which is why I want to introduce you to our favorite eSIM company and travel buddy, Holafly, just because they provide unlimited data in over 200 plus destinations, and it helps you bypass restrictions and use your apps normally. You can choose plans from 1 day up to 90 days and even regional eSIMs if you're traveling across different countries. And for frequent travelers, we've got good news because Holafly just released the Holafly plan, which is a subscription that gives you global coverage in over 160 destinations with just one eSIM. You can choose between the unlimited plan and the 25 gig Lite plan. Both comes with Hotpot, which is super convenient when you're working and traveling. The unlimited plan also includes the option to choose a local number from either the UK, US, or Canada, which is super convenient in receiving SMS even when you're overseas. And with Holafly's always on feature, even after you cancel or pause your subscription, you'll still continue to receive 1 GB every month with no additional cost, which is honestly great for emergencies when you need to stay connected. So setting up a Holafly eSIM is extremely straightforward. They would send you a QR code straight to your WhatsApp or email, so you just have to install it before you fly. So the moment when you land, you can just turn on and it's instantly connected. So if you're traveling soon and you actually want a peace of mind without having to worry about running out of data every second, just get a Holafly eSIM. We also have a special discount code to help you guys save even more money. Just use the code Justin and Alina to get 5% off, or you can click the link in the description and the code will automatically be applied at checkout. Now let's get back to the video. So after the scooter ride, we have made it to our next stop, and this is called Seaview Ancient Town. And the special thing about this town is that you can see it's the traditional Bali style architecture with white paintings, walls, and then with black tiles on top, and it's very well preserved as well. These decorative paintings, I think they use ink to paint these walls, and for example, this is like a mountain view and there's some flowers here as well, but you can see it's very traditional. And surrounding these architectures are these very green rice fields, and it's so pretty to be surrounded by nature here.
Yeah, it's so pretty peaceful place where a lot of people actually taking so professional photo. Anyway, you walk here, you can rent clothes, and after that, professional photographer, they're just gonna take for you so beautiful photo with this like greeneries and a train behind and like architecture. And I think this like really nice place to walk around.
And when we walked past the street, we saw a lot of bakeries or pastry that is wrapped with flour inside. I think because in Yunnan, there are a lot of flowers wildly grown on the mountain. So that's why they pick all these flowers, especially rose, and they put it into bakery. So I actually ended up buying one of these biscuits. So this one inside, instead of rose, is actually with jasmine. Usually you put jasmine in tea, right? But this one, they eat it with pastry. Oh, it's actually very tasty. See, on top, these are the flaky pastries, and inside is jasmine leaves mixed with some maybe sugar, some mashy texture. And overall, it's a really comforting snack you can eat.
Looks like Justin is that hungry that he already happy to eat flowers. So we better go to eat now.
When it comes to Yunnan cuisine, one of the main ingredients that you'll see in a lot of restaurants all over the street is wild mushrooms. In particular, they're very famous for their wild mushroom hot pot. The reason why is because Yunnan actually produce more than half of the wild mushroom in whole of China. So that's why they supply to other regions as well, because of the very favorable climate and also the high altitude here. So that's why today for lunch we're going to eat wild mushroom hot pot, which is a signature in Yunnan. So just now, he actually said the mushroom has to be cooked for at least 20 minutes because, you know, the kind of mushrooms here are very different to the mushroom that you would know in other countries, because they also have very special species that you cannot find in other parts of the world, but only in Yunnan. Some of the mushroom can even be poisonous. So that's why you need to cook at least 20 minutes, because otherwise might be some problems with it. And it also comes with beef and also a lot of veggies, and this is the flour bread. You can see the design of this stall is also very organic vibe, just because there are lots of plants, lots of mushrooms on display. There was many different frames framing the variety of mushrooms they collect over the years. And also you can see they have got different types of wine here as well. Yeah, overall, it felt like a very cozy place, and we found the right place to eat mushroom, I think. So our hotpot is finally ready. You can see it's boiling hot right now, and it's giving this aroma, like a typical Western mushroom soup, but like not creamy, but rather a clear broth, and it smells so damn good. The shop owner actually recommended us to drink the soup first, so that you can taste the freshness of the soup before adding other ingredients inside. Wow.
Oh, looks so nice.
This is one of the
Mushroom.
biggest reasons why we come here.
Yeah, mushroom is one of our favorite thing that we're usually eating. If we eat pizza, we eat with mushroom. If we eat like some kind of pasta, we eat with mushroom. Risotto with mushroom. Everything with mushroom. So this is just like a paradise.
You just angered the entire Italian community. Ooh.
Wow, tastes exactly like it smells. Feels a lot of different type of mushroom, and it feels like it's so like an oil kind of taste.
Chicken, because they put chicken inside as well.
What?
There's like a clear chicken broth with mushroom. What's so weird mushroom? It's like the kind that we eat and go food poisoning, you know? You know what? Once in a lifetime, YOLO.
YOLO.
Wow. It's so yum when the mushroom absorbs all the essence of the chicken broth, the soup, and the mushroom taste as well. Try the yellow one. The yellow mushroom. No. Yellow.
They're all yellow. What do you mean?
Alina has some color problems, I think.
It's orange. Wow.
So tasty, no? I can say every meal usually I need to eat with meat. Has to have at least one kind of meat. But this mushroom tastes almost like meat. So meaty that I feel like on its own, it can make me full already. We managed to squeeze in a quick visit to local temple just before sunset, but yeah, we kind of messed up and got there way too late, so we barely had any time to explore. But this place is huge. Definitely give yourself at least a couple of hours to walk around properly. It is 100% worth visiting. And then later that evening, we actually headed to another ancient town, because at night the whole vibe just comes alive. But anyway, Dali at night is a completely different vibe, especially at Dali Ancient City, because the entire town lights up with a lot of exciting street markets and cultural performances. So that's exactly where we went.
Guys, one of my absolute favorite things whenever I come to China is to go to ancient town, especially in Dali. There is the Dali ancient town, which is kind of the kind of place that you cannot miss when you come here. And today we have a mission. Our mission is to eat our way through this ancient town. And also I want to show you something interesting about this ancient town as well. So let's go explore.
Now it's a sakura season, and biscuit. They're putting sakura flowers inside, and it's kind of try.
这个好吃的吗？
这个是我们现在春日限定卖的很好的。
哦，好，可以买一个。
They're very yum. Very yum.
I want to say I didn't know we could eat sakura. Are you gonna make some for me? I don't like it. It tastes like almond. I personally don't like almond. So this biscuit, to describe it, it's like layers of different flavors, ingredients inside. So there's one layer of sakura, there's another layer of dough, there's another layer feels like almond taste in it. And for me, the almond taste kind of overtook the sakura flavor. Or maybe that's how sakura tastes like. So for me, I personally don't like it.
Don't listen to me. It's so delicious. So delicious.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm doing. Where are you going? Justin never miss free snacks, huh?
Well, how do I know if I don't try it?
Oh, true.
There's like over 6 pieces already.
I like in China that they always give you some free samples on the street. So technically, in China, if you just walk on the street, you can be already full because they're everywhere. They're giving you some like a snack.
You can see the building behind me. This is actually the south gate door. You can imagine like thousands of years ago, maybe like the soldiers are standing up there, guarding this tower, this ancient city, and overlooking like the Dali. How cool is that? And it's still here.
It looks so
man,
pretty.
I really like this town. I mean, you can look at this like old windows, like, you know, It's like these small wooden windows, they are preserved until this day. And I saw some windows, they're actually open, so it's still functional. It's not just a decoration. And like the rooftops and all that, the Chinese lanterns. It's like something I missed last year a lot when I was in South America. This kind of architecture, can never get enough.
Again?
Pretending I don't know what it is, but I just got it. You want?
No?
What is this?
They again give me something. I think it's a dry meat. Ooh.
It's like eating a tree bark. Oh, I've got something better. There are insects that are selling.
Oh my god, one thing better than another. You know, I know that Chinese people eating a lot of weird things, but this is way too much. Look at this. They have so many different type of insects.
你最喜欢？
我们最喜欢吃的就是这些品种，
哦，你不喜欢这个？
这个一般男孩子喜欢吃，
哦，你不喜欢？
男孩子喜欢。
Is that boy like this? She likes these.
She really eat it.
Oh my god, it's a lizard.
Oh my god, this is... See, they even have like a prepared boxes already. We've mixed everything inside, so you can try everything that they have on table.
Assorted box of bugs.
Guys, bon appetit!
这个是玫瑰花酒 ，rose wine.
Rose wine. Oh, give me two.
It does not taste like alcohol at all.
Really?
Yeah, it tastes like lychee juice. Tasty, no?
Tastes like a sweet lemonade with rose taste.
You again get some food.
1 meter walk again, food. Oh, sesame biscuit.
Hey, tax. 这个是什么？
葛根和茯苓。
Paper rock season. If you win, then it's free.
赢了你都满，你赢了不要钱。3局2胜。好，准备好了吗？好。石头剪刀布，石头剪刀布，石头剪刀布。
Ah! He's pro.
It's pro. 9.9. They
Okay, okay, this one.
石头剪刀布，石头剪刀布，石头剪刀布。
Oh, oh.
大家随便选一个。
What's the marketing?
石头剪刀布，石头剪刀布，捏好你输喽。
谢谢。Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
okay.
he's
It's
so
okay.
confident that his win rate is probably like 75%. And he probably like predicts, he already like learned what other people do. So that means I'm basic. Wow, I didn't expect us to come across a live performance like this, and when we just came to this place, suddenly the whole crowd started moving and in circular motion. It's like joining the performance. It was so cool, and also the people inside, they're wearing some very traditional Bali style clothing with like jewelries and like a lot of flower patterns on their traditional clothing as well. It's really cool to see. Even after today, like the culture still lives, passed on generations after generations. Honestly, when you're in an ancient city, you really cannot catch a break because you'll miss something if you close your eyes. See here, the people here are making handmade silver. They're using a hammer to knocking on the piece of silver to make it more flat. So it's funny because we just were walking around and then we came across this restaurant. Originally we were not going to come in, but then this woman kept telling me like, all our veggies are very fresh, picked from the mountain. You can see it in the fridge. They haven't even cut yet. It's like the freshest thing you will see. That's why we got convinced and came to this Yunnan cuisine restaurant. And one thing that really caught our attention is this right here. The soup base is actually
from all kinds of different fruits, like from mango, pineapple, all infused into the soup, and it's going to give this sweet and sour taste of the broth together with fish that is freshly cut, no bones, and it's really good to pair with bread.
She really want to show us how they're cooking right now, but they already cut the fish, so that's why she showed us CCTV.
Yunnan cuisine is nothing like I've ever seen compared to our Chinese cuisine because it's such a very minority cuisine that you don't see in other parts of China. So I'm very intrigued and very excited to try as well. Wow.
This for two of us?
Yes, and this is small portion already. Eating in China, everywhere, the portion is like giga size. For $10, you get a big pot like this. Can't complain, can't complain.
Wow, so soft. Wow, I can't even tell that it's fish. I feel a lot of passion fruit inside, but it's also sour, which is like make more appetizing.
Wow, this is like unlocking new cuisine for us. I've never tried Yunnan cuisine before. Like, so sour. It's like activating all your palates now that you're ready to eat. Well, I think this dish is actually really delicious. It's like a Chinese version of a tom yum. Wow, I want to say Chinese marketing really is next level. See, at the top of this building, there's a woman dancing. And it's not just this place, because we went to many other places in this street as well, and we saw so many people performing outside of their shop in order to attract people to come into their shop. It's because I think the markets here are very competitive, so that's why they need some kind of marketing, different ways, very creative ways to attract people into the store. So this is one of them. I want to say one thing is that if it's not because of this performance, I probably wouldn't have even paid attention to this shop right here and wouldn't even know what it sells until I saw she performing.
Job, just every night.
Alright guys, I think today I'm a bit overexcited now, so that's it for tonight. So we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good night.
Good night. Good morning to second day here in Dali. When I first booked accommodation for Dali, I wanted to stay somewhere by the ocean because, you know, Erhai is the attraction, the main focus of Dali. So I wanted to stay somewhere with kind of like an open view. So that's why we decided to book at this accommodation, which is surprisingly, it's so affordable. It's only around $30 and you kind of get a slice of Erhai from this circular window. And the design of the room itself is also so unique as well. It's so stylish. They really know how to put the lightings and design. There's also a bathtub in the middle of the room. And there's also a projector as well. There's even a tablet where you can control all the lights and even open the curtains in the morning. But overall, it is such a beautiful view every day. Waking up, lying down in bed and just like look at this view here. So today, our goal is actually to explore this side of Erhai. Even though on the map it looks like a very tiny lake, but actually traveling from one side to the other takes almost 1 hour. I think many of you would agree that when it comes to travel costs, flights are definitely one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive travel costs out there. And I think most people, when they book a flight, they would probably go to Skyscanner or go to Google Flights and find the cheapest flight and just book and hope for the best that it is the best deal. And we as full-time travelers certainly also have overpaid for flights in the past, especially for those last-minute flights or long hour flights. And I always feel like there has to be a better way out there for us to get cheaper flights. So recently we actually came across this platform called ScholarTrip, which is built for students and young travelers, and it's completely free to sign up. Now what's interesting is that they have access to exclusive deals that you usually won't find in normal booking platforms. You can also plan multi-city trips and lock in flights with just a deposit and pay the rest later, which is especially useful if you're a student and you don't want to pay everything up front. The way it works is extremely straightforward, so you just create an account, get verified, and once you're in, it unlocks all the discounted fares and deals for you to browse. So yeah, if you're a student and you've got family or friends who are, it's definitely worth checking out ScholarTrip. We'll leave the link in the description. We've also got a code JA20 to help you save $20. Now let's get back to the video. So first thing first, today we want to rent a scooter because it is the easiest way to get around. So let's find out how much it is. 多少一天？
你们选一类，你们要哪一种？
So the screen here, these ones are new ones. And this one is a more older one, so we choose the new ones. 这个可以吗？ So there are actually two different types of scooter just now. So one type is that they said any pay 50 yuan is cheaper, but you need to change batteries on the way because it runs out very quickly. But this type actually can last 180 kilometers. Even if we circle the whole Erhai, it's still enough to come back here.
It's so interesting that they didn't even ask for any documents. They just asked us to pay deposit 200 yuan and plus 70 yuan for this scooter. Chinese driving crazy, so it's going to be really
Yeah, we'll drive slow. We'll drive slow.
Okay.
I'll take care of you. Don't worry. You today just enjoy the passenger princess.
So we are currently in the Santorini of Dali. You might be thinking like Santorini is in Greece, right? But Santorini is also in Dali because here the Chinese people actually built a complex, a hotel resort complex that resembles the look of Santorini. And also there is something that we didn't see in Turkey as well. Very beautiful mineral pools, Pamukkale. There is one here as well. So we're gonna go and check it out. But first, we need our daily dose of chagi.
Yes, first we're gonna drink the best ever tea place in China. I love it. I need to show you. Usually in China, everything is by QR code. So you don't need to really go to counter. You just order here and then on the app, they will show you when your drink gonna be ready. And after that, you just go down and pick up.
So I scanned it already. And the good thing about Chagi compared to other milk bubble tea places is that they don't really care about the bubbles. They really care about the tea quality. Instead of just tastes like a milk powder drink, this is actually like really good tea flavor. Just one thing, when you're ordering in China, everything's in Chinese. So you really need Google Translate. Okay, so from the app, it's telling me that our drinks are ready. So I'm gonna go down and pick up. So it's here, just need to verify the number. 101. Ah, got it. Wait. So we've got 2 orders.
What are they doing? Are they playing game?
No, what the? Why need 6 people to clean the same spot?
Okay, don't.
Wait, I don't get it. I'm so confused. Why they clean the same spot and need 6 people? So, after Chagi, the first things first today, we're gonna go and check out Pamukkale in Dali. And by doing that, we need to pay 135 yuan for 2 people to go into this garden. I think there's a lot more than Pamukkale, but we're gonna check it out. Wow, this kind of view is unbeatable.
Ooh, look at it. So pretty.
Wow. Oh, so pretty. Wow, yeah. Looks exactly like in Pamukkale in Turkey.
Exactly.
Maybe even prettier.
I notice everyone here is like with dresses, looks so nice.
Yeah, we look homeless compared to them.
It's okay, we're not here for Instagram. We're here to show you guys how does it look in real life. Look like this.
So turns out after we come in, I realized that this is not just about Pamukkale, those decorative pools with terraces. It's also with a lot of gardens surrounding this whole park, which makes it like a florist garden overlooking the view of Erhai, and it's so beautiful here. So after the Pamukkale spot, we actually came to where we can see Santorini. You can see it is so similar to Santorini. The white walls, the turquoise pool, and also it's facing kind of like the Mediterranean Sea, but instead it's the lake. That's why a lot of Chinese people, when they come for holiday, they like to come to Dali because they have this panoramic view of the sea, and this really reminds them of Europe. For you to get a view like this, you actually can go to one of these restaurants for lunch, and after you get these viewing or photo platforms as a complimentary part of the meal. And you can get view like this all to yourself without the crowd.
You know how scary is staying here? Because we're staying on the stairs and there is only glass and mirror. It feels like it's gonna break in any second and you fall down.
You'll be fine, you've got me. Worst case, we fall together. No, but
Also, if you can see, this one, for example, it's already hotel room. See, there is this person sitting, just chilling there, and this is already his room. The design of this looks so cool.
so this is pretty much the Santorini. It's a bit artificial because technically it's a hotel, but you know, it looks similar to the one in Greece.
Now I understand why Chinese people don't need to travel to another countries. They just can travel around China. They have a deserts, they have a Greece, they have Santorini, they have everything. Pinchiling,
No ping chilling.
pinchiling,
It's like the only word Alina knows.
pinchiling,
It's like if I don't know English, I would say ice cream. Hi.
pinchiling.
How are you? Ice cream.
Pinchiling. I don't know, this word's so funny, so cute. Pinchiling.
So we come down the hill now, and one thing I really want to say is that I can say personally, this place for me, it's like the kind of place for people who like taking photos, like to do cosplay, like to come to for Instagram tagging, you know. But if you're not really a photo person, this place is very, very artificial. You could spend a whole afternoon here. 不要，谢谢。
Hold him now. Don't let him. Chinese people, they're so pushy. Bye bye. I just to stop you.
Do you want to get your hair braid? Please.
Chinese a lot of competitors, so that's why they need to do everything to earn money.
Yeah, sometimes it means a bit more pushy, but in general, this is the vibe of this place. A lot of marketing, a lot of like touristy things to do. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I personally think it's okay. Bit overrated.
As a person who like taking photos, I love it.
Okay, back to scooter.
Ready.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
Finally, we've arrived to our next stop. This is called Wenbichuan.
Beach.
No! No. No. Behave. Wenbichuan.
Beach.
No! So this used to be a quiet fishing village many years ago, but because of its very photogenic spot up in the hill looking at the Erhai, so that's why it's slowly becoming kind of like attract a lot of tourists coming here. So that's why you can see a lot of like hillside cafe, very relaxing looking at the ocean, and this is the vibe of this village. Along the roadside, we saw a lot of these really nice coffee shops. They look very trendy. They're probably very popular on like Xiaohongshu. Everyone come here to take a photo and then drink coffee and then leave.
And there is inside really busy, almost like every seat is like took, and mostly people going there to take photos. So that's why we decide we not really want to drink coffee now because it's already close to the end of the day. We decided to drink orange juice, and we found this special store in the middle of the road. He making really, really fresh orange juice. He used around 10 oranges to make this one cup, and it's so fresh.
And we get to sit on these like very comfortable camping chairs with the background of the ocean again.
I like that we're sitting between cactus. It's so cool.
One moment you're in Greece, and a moment you're in the desert.
Exactly. I feel like this part of China doesn't even look like China.
Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe to see our upcoming episodes. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.